Hello everyone, I'm Vinay Singh and welcome to Power BI Learning Series. In this video, I will be talking about filter function which is available in DAX. As far as the purpose of this function is concerned, it is used to subset a table, and as a result, the output is also a table. Now if I look at the syntax for this function, first I have to mention my table name and the second argument is the filtering condition. Now this function is not used as a standalone function. Rather, it is used with either a calculate function or sumx or countx. Okay. So if we look at the examples, in my first example, the filter function has been used with the calculate, wherein first the sales table is being filtered on the basis of product, and product has to be equal to pen. And once this is done, then I'm taking the summation of amount column. Okay. The same thing can be done using a sumx function also. It's just the difference in the terms of syntax. First I'm filtering the sales table and then I'm taking the sum of amount column. To give you an example how this is performed, so here I have my sales table wherein I have my column store ID, order ID, product, amount, and so on. So these two examples are same which we had in the previous slide. So let's just say I'm talking about the first example wherein I'm using a calculate function. So first I'm filtering my sales table wherein product is pen. So if I look at my table, there are two rows where product is pen in my first row and my fourth row. Okay. So once this filtering condition has been applied on my sales table, after that, the relevant column, which is the amount column in this case, so all the values in that column are added, and hence the result is 482, which is summation of 240 and 242. Now to show you how this can be done in Power BI, here I have the exact same table, and now I will write both the measures which we saw in the presentation, one using calculate, another using sumx. So let's just say I'm calling it as sales 1, and for the first one I'm using a calculate function. So it is calculate. I want the sum of amount column from my table, and the filtering condition is product should be equal to. So with filter, first I have to mention my name of the table, which is table in this case, and then the filtering expression, which is equal to product should be equal to pen. Okay, now I'm just dragging it. So if you see, the amount is 482. This is what we saw in the PPT. And if I were to show you the second way in which this can be achieved, so let's say I'm calling it as sales 2. It is sumx this time. First I have to filter the table, hence I'll use filter. Name of the table is table. Condition is product should be equal to pen, and once this is done, I'll use the column which is amount. Okay, now I'm just dragging the sales 2 also, and if I look at the value, it is also 482. So like I said, a filter function is generally used with a calculate or sumx or a countx. It is never used as a standalone function, and this is how we use a filter, and these were the two ways in which you can use a filter function. So that's it for this video. Thank you.